Hi, I'm Lisa Vukovic, a local San Francisco real estate agent, and today I'm going to give you a tour of the neighborhood Nob Hill and the rich history about what it was like when it was first established and what it's like today. I'll go over the types of properties here and the lifestyle you have living here to see if this is a place you would love to call home. The neighborhood got the name Nob Hill in the 1800s from the term nobs, which is slang for rich and powerful because it's where the wealthy railroad and silver barons built their grand estates. Leland Stanford was one of the big four railroad tycoons, as well as former governor of California, U.S. Senator, and founder of the Stanford University. His home was a massive Italianate with panoramic views of the bay and the booming Pacific trade routes. But in 1906, it was completely destroyed and eventually transformed into what we know today as the Stanford Court Hotel, a luxury destination that still pays tribute to the legacy and the land it stands on. Mark Hopkins owned the land next door, and his grand estate was completed in 1878, shortly after Mark Hopkins' death. The architectural style was lavish and ornate, including solariums and terrace gardens embracing Europeans' taste with a unique Victorian flair. In 1926, the site was reborn as the Mark Hopkins Hotel, designed in a French chateau style. It quickly became one of the city's most elegant landmarks, and in 1939, it added one of San Francisco's most legendary spots, Top of the Mark, a rooftop cocktail lounge with sweeping views and a touching World War II legacy as the last stop for soldiers heading off to war. From railroad royalty to rooftop toast, the Mark Hopkins is a timeless piece of San Francisco history. Huntington Park is where Collis Huntington built his lavish estate in the late 1800s, occupying the entire block bounded by Taylor, Sacramento, California, and Cushman Street. After it was destroyed in the earthquake, the land was donated to the city, transforming it into the Huntington Park. At the center of the park is a fountain that was donated by the Huntington family, called the Fountain of Tortoises, a bronze fountain with four boys lifting tortoises toward the upper basin, modeled after the original 16th century Italian fountain in Rome's Piazza. They wanted to reinforce the European elegance they brought to Nob Hill. If you've ever walked by Grace Cathedral on Nob Hill, you've probably noticed the grand Gothic architecture, but what you might not know is that it was once home to one of San Francisco's most wealthy and powerful families. This was originally home to the Crocker family mansion. William Henry Crocker was heir to the Central Pacific Railroad fortune, and his massive estate took up the entire city block. After it was destroyed in the earthquake, the Crocker family made a profound gesture. They donated the land to the Episcopal Church. That act of generosity paved the way for the creation of Grace Cathedral, a soaring symbol of hope, resilience, and faith. One of the most iconic mansions in Nob Hill is the Flood Mansion, originally home to the silver baron James Flood. It was the first brownstone built west of the Mississippi, with materials shipped all the way from Connecticut. It was the only Nob Hill mansion to survive the 1906 earthquake and fire. Its stone exterior withstood the flames even though the interior was completely destroyed. Today, it's home to the exclusive Pacific Union Club and remains a symbol of the San Francisco's Gilded Age. So as you can see, Nob Hill wasn't just home to San Francisco's wealthiest family. It was the crown of the Gilded Age. The Stanfords, Crockers, Huntingtons, and Hopkins built their lavish mansions here. But the 1906 earthquake and fire changed everything. The homes were lost, but what came next was even more meaningful. Instead of rebuilding their private palaces, many of these families gave back. They donated their land, transforming private wealth into a public legacy. Huntington Park, Grace Cathedral, and the Mark Hopkins and Stanford Court Hotel now stand where these mansions used to be, places that we can all enjoy today. This is what makes Nob Hill so special. It's not just about the grandeur of the past, it's about how that past was reshaped into a gift for the future. Now let's talk about what it looks like living here today. Along Sacramento Street and Jones Street, you'll find an impressive collection of luxury condos and co-ops that carry on the neighborhood's storied elegance. These high-rise residences offer sweeping views of the Bay Bridge, Coit Tower, Transamerica Pyramid, downtown skyline, and the Bay. Many of these buildings feature concierge services, valet parking, and rooftop terraces, catering to buyers looking for a truly elevated lifestyle. Beyond the high rises, much of Nob Hill is made up of charming 3 and 4 story multi unit buildings, with a mix of condos and classic apartment flats. These homes offer timeless architecture, beautiful details, and walkability to some of San Francisco's most iconic landmarks. For buyers, the market here has a wide range of prices. A one-bedroom condo in a smaller building will typically start around $700,000, while the luxury penthouses can go up to $7 million. In fact, the highest record sale in the past 2 decades was 1170 Sacramento Street, which sold for $7.5 million in 2021. And most recently, Unit 14D at 1170 Sacramento Street sold for $7.25 million earlier this year. So whether you're a first-time homebuyer searching for charm and location, or you're looking for a sky-high penthouse with world-class amenities, Nob Hill offers a rare blend of historic prestige and modern luxury. One of the best parts of living in San Francisco is how walkable so many of the neighborhoods are, and Nob Hill is no exception. You can really step outside your front door and have everything you need within a few blocks, from local markets to wine bars to cozy brunch spots and boutique gyms. You'll find everything from log-standing corner stores, family-owned cafes, and well-known spots like Trader Joe's and Whole Foods just down the street, along with tons of trendy restaurants and bars on Polk Street. There are plenty of quaint casual dining options to choose from, or if you're in the mood for a little adventure, you can go grab some drinks at the top of the Mark and take in the city views. Or maybe you head to the Tonga Room at the Fairmont, who's famous for their tiki drinks and indoor rainstorm. As far as who lives here, it's a real mix. You'll see longtime residents who've been part of the community for decades, plus professionals who work downtown in the financial district. And there's newer faces coming here every day. It is very hilly, so that is the one thing to note about this neighborhood. The lifestyle here is all about convenience and community, with the Nob Hill Association hosting local events throughout the year, bringing the neighbors together. Grace Cathedral also hosts yoga sessions, candlelight concerts, and community events. Huntington Park sits right at the heart of the neighborhood, and it's perfect for lounging on the grass or walking the dog. It's also next to Chinatown, North Beach, and Russian Hill, giving you plenty of places to explore close by. Nob Hill is a true gem, with historic architecture, friendly neighbors, and tons of things to do in the neighborhood. During the holidays, the hotels glow with decorations, and the whole hill feels like a postcard. So, is Nob Hill calling your name? Drop a comment below if you have any questions about living here, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found this useful. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more videos about living in San Francisco. I'm Lisa Vukovic, your local San Francisco real estate agent. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.